Hi, welcome to SBS Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. Today is Wednesday, August 17th. This is the MLB Odds Couple show. Mike Brenner and I chipping away at the deficit a little bit more. Both of us coming off another winning day. Mike Brenner, I added it up, and we're both up double digits, about 14 units in August,
That's
both of us. So, we're clawing back out of it. Well, we got early games. Let's throw up the record just to show what it is. While the record's up there, we can just quickly mention that yesterday we took some overnight lines.
Yes.
Neither the lines haven't moved. The two I picked didn't move in my direction. Actually, if I had to do it today, right now, I probably wouldn't pick either of them. But I don't hate either of them enough to pick the opposite side of them. So I guess I'm just going to roll with them. Houston and Philly. You took two on the overnight as well. Toronto, that one didn't move either. And
Texas also.
Yeah, that one you could have gotten a slightly better line if you took it today. But that's what we're doing, taking overnight lines. And all right,
get the edge.
Yeah, we got Jordan Sharp joining us in a bit. So let's just run down the games. I got a lot of picks that I'm liking here. First one, Toronto and the Yankees. I was leaning, on the first half. You took them on the overnight at minus 147. You could have had minus 145. How you feeling about that right now, Mike?
I'm loving that play. I'm also going to go ahead and get the first half run line, Pistol Pete, if they've got anything out.
Yes, the first half run line for Toronto. We can give you minus 115 here at SBR.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. This is why I like doing this coming off of yesterday when we talked about this game. Last night, Toronto scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. That sparked that team. I'm telling you right now, it's an early start today. That momentum's going to carry over today. CC Sabathia is going to wish his fat ass was sitting down. Nothing personal, CC. I'm glad you got over your alcohol problem, but seriously, buddy, you're getting ready to have it handed to you today in your own backyard. So I love it. First half run line, and I got the full game money line at minus 147.
And yes. All right, I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm going to hold off on it for now, although I certainly understand that. Then we got San Diego, Tampa Bay. These teams have been flying over the totals. The total is 7.5. Tampa Bay's offense, is that fluky? What do you think?
Well, fluky. How about the pitcher? Which Chris Archer is going to show up?
Yeah.
That guy, you talk about Jekyll and Hyde. Chris Archer this year has been absolutely just crazy. That team is just, I don't know, that's a 10-foot pole for me, buddy. That could go either way.
Yeah, it really could. All right.
I don't see his value, though.
Then we got St. Louis and Houston. I took Houston on the overnight. I had to take minus 110. I could have had minus 107. St. Louis's bats are definitely waking up, although
they're so good on the road, Pete. That team is so much better on the road.
They really are. I'm not angry that I have Houston here, but if I had to do it again right now, I wouldn't take it. What's your take on that one?
Well, when I thought Dallas Keuchel got over the hump, he had absolutely a horrid couple innings, and he gave up 6 earned runs, and they just have that. They're making errors. They're making stupid mental mistakes. Houston is after they get a big lead. I've noticed that 4 out of their last 6 wins, when they get a good cushion, they start making mental lapses, mental mistakes, and it's costing them. I'm staying off of that one, buddy.
All right. Then we got Washington, Colorado, Strasburg, and Gray. Both of them have gotten hit in their last 2 starts. I think I'm going to give the second half over 4 here at minus 120.
I like that, Pete.
Colorado 70 is a home dog. You have anything to say about that one?
Yeah, I do. You're looking at Gray. He's got a 9.69 ERA his last 3 with a 1.92 whip. All right, Strasburg's not much better at a 6.19 ERA, but today is the day. I got a feeling Washington's going to get it done. It's a daytime. I like the daytime games. I think their bats are going to come alive. This team's got to get this win today. Again, Washington's a good team. They're in first place. They got the wrong coach. But in the meantime, I'm going to cash a ticket. Talk to me about a first half run line, Pistol Pete.
First half run line for Washington. First half run line would be minus 110.
Okay.
Some places have minus 115, but with line shopping, betonlinesportsbetting.ag minus 110.
Now, talk to me about a full game run line,
baby. Full game run line for Washington at Pinnacle plus 112.
All right, now I need your thoughts on this. All right, unless it's got to do with a physical injury with Strasburg, which I don't know. He's got to bounce back at some point, Pete. And I know that's a hitter's park, but this kid used to dominate. So I look for him to get that back today, and I'm banking on that, baby.
Yeah, that's a questionable issue. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to take the second half over 4 minus.
I like that. I like that call.
Yeah. Now moving on, Pittsburgh and San Francisco. This is the one I am going to take. Yes, I had Pittsburgh on the plus 1 line. We did wind up cashing, and I'm going to do it again here. I'm going to take the.
By the way, good call on them Cubbies yesterday. You nailed both of them on minus 1.
I was like, all right, it's a square play, but I'm going to do it. Pittsburgh plus the money line part is plus 112. The run line part is going to be minus 195.
Who's toeing the rubber today for Pittsburgh?
It's Nova against Kane. Both of them are like...
Kane's been doing good as of late.
Both of them can be hit, but both of them are generally okay here. I'm going to take Pittsburgh plus 1. I'm tempted to take a shot in the first half as well, but I'm going to hold off on that one. Just Pittsburgh plus 1. You have anything to say about that one?
What's the total on that?
The total on that one is 8.5.
Damn.
8.5.
Go over. All right. I'm stopping.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Then moving on. then moving on, we got the Dodgers and Philly. That's when I took on the overnight line.
Good
on
call
Philly.
last night.
Yeah, I'm going to take. Yeah, right.
Dodgers,
on
baby.
the Periscope, I said that I like the over, and I didn't
really
have the balls
did.
to give it or bring it up. Now I've got Philly here on the.
Say that again. You didn't have the balls to bring it up or say,
Yes,
come on,
that's right.
Pistol
But I
Pete.
gave him the Periscope. People who tune into the Periscope
Yes,
definitely caught
yes,
it.
yes.
Again, Philly here. If I had to do it right now, I wouldn't take Philly, but I have them as a big dog. I took them on the overnight in yesterday's show, so I'm stuck with them and I'll ride it. What do you think?
All right. I'm staying away, but I'm not going to talk you off it. You know,
All right.
you're a little focused in there,
Yeah,
Pistol
then
Pete,
we got
so.
Ventura and Sanchez. Anything about that one?
Nah. Nope.
Okay, then Gibson and Fultonavich. That
Nope.
one is, I'm tempted to take Minnesota in the second half, but I'll hold off
Hey,
on
Minnesota,
that one.
look at that team.
Yep, then Miami, Cincy. Do you have anything to say about that one?
Nah, but Homer Bailey, isn't he pitching today?
Yes,
Yeah.
he had 11 strikeouts in his last
know,
start.
he looked
Coming
good.
back, so his first two starts were shaky, but his last start was great. What
Yeah.
are we going to get here?
I
I'm
almost
tempted
want
take
to
the
jump
under.
on it. I do, but
Yeah, I am. I'm tempted to take the under, and I'm tempted to take Cincinnati, but I'm going to hold off for now. And then we have the Cubs, massive favorite line here. What do you want to
Ryan
do?
Braun is out,
Yes.
and he's hurt. I'm telling you, that was just a sample size yesterday of what we're getting. The Cubs just need to get rid of one play. They got to find a way to unload Jason Hayward, and they don't need to get anything in return. Just get him out the back door. Seriously, let this guy go. He's terrible. I mean, Jordan Sharp can play better than him. I'm not kidding you. Talk to me about the first half run line
All right,
today,
well,
because they're going to continue kicking ass and cashing tickets.
None of these are out. It's probably going to be a high line. It's probably going to be up to like minus 180 or something. But
For the first half run line.
Yeah. Or well, maybe minus 165.
Wow,
like
holy
that.
cow, I can't take that.
Well,
That's just
I don't know what it's
insanity.
gonna be. I don't know what
That's
it's
it.
gonna
All right, full game run line. I'm going to take it whatever it is.
Okay.
Full game run line.
Probably about minus 135.
I'm going to
or so,
take the
I'm
full
guessing.
game, buddy. Yep.
All right, and I'll go on Chicago.
I mean, Pete, seriously, do you think anybody can slow this team down right now?
No, I mean, I think at the current lines, I'll still take a shot with the Chicago. So I'm going to take Chicago minus 1, and you're going to take what?
The full game run line.
Pinnacle opener. Those
Yep,
will
the
both be
pinnacle opener.
openers.
Yep.
Now we have one that I am going to give Oakland and Texas. I'm
Ooh,
going to
going back.
I'm going to give the under 9 minus 120 here with Manea and Darvish. I think both of them are going to have a relatively good starts here, and I'm going to take under 9 in Oakland and Texas. I'm tempted also to take Texas, but it's up into the minus 200s now. You took them on the overnight. You got minus 105 on the
sure
run
did.
line. You could have had plus 101 if you had waited till now.
And I should have, but I'll take
the.
the minus 105 on the run
Yeah.
line. I like it. I think that, again, that team just is, they're going to start clicking also. LaCroix's going to be playing today. He
Yeah.
sat out last night. So.
All right, well, we've covered all the games.
I got one other one,
What
baby.
else
You
do
forgot all about this one. I
one?
like it. Give me Cleveland today with
there's-
Carrasco.
right.
All right.
There was no overnight line.
Oh,
so-
okay.
so-
No overnights. All right.
What do you want? What do you
I
want?
am going to take a full game run line. I think Cleveland's opening up a can of whoop ass today. I really
full
do.
game run line. That'll be the Pinnacle opener. And
Pinnacle.
what are the listed pitchers that you're talking about?
Carrasco going up against Ronaldo.
Right. Okay.
Who burnt me last time, so it's revenge time, baby.
All right, sounds good. Let's move to Jordan Sharp. Jordan Sharp, you're on the. You're calling in via Skype. You've heard what we had to say. We're rushing here because we've got early games. What would you like to add to our pile of information and advice we've just given to our viewers?
Talk to us, big man.
I like where you guys are at with some of these earlier games. I'm staying away, I think, for some of these later games tonight. I do think that depending on what that Carrasco run line is for Cleveland tonight, we could be looking at him to beat up on Ronaldo and the White Sox. But I do like where you guys are headed with Toronto and the Yankees tonight. I do like Toronto in the first half as well, and I think that. I think Washington, Colorado, as Mike would say, it's the famous 10-foot pole game because Gray and Strasburg have just been getting rocked recently. But I could see, if you like the Colorado Rockies, the Washington Nationals have been getting beat up in that series. So I could see kind of where you're going out with that one. But I think I got to stay away from that game, guys. That is just way too scary of a game the way those two have performed over the last couple of starts.
Okay.
Well, what else is going on? Any props that we need to know about that you might be under the radar?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here I'll give you my chalk. I'll give you my chalk prop first. John Lester tonight has a nice matchup with the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have the third highest strikeout rate against lefties in the league. I think we've talked about them before. We've beaten up on them before. I think against a guy like Bumgarner, who we cashed a strikeout prop on them earlier. I think Lester's going to be able to do something similar. He's got 7 strikeouts at least in his last 4 starts, and he's been pitching very well. I think he's got a very good opportunity to cash a strikeout total for us on the over here in this one. 2 hitters I got, a couple of really nice veterans, I think, that have some pretty good positions tonight. Joe Mauer against Fultonavich. Fulty's just been, absolutely crushed by left-handed pitching throughout his entire career. They have, I think, lefties have over a 300 average against him throughout his entire career. I think Mauer could get it going here with a runs, hits, RBIs prop. He's been very good against right-handers. And a guy I think I'm really targeting, probably one of my best plays tonight, is Adrian Beltre against Sean Manaea. Manaea has been just really, 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 really tough against left-handers, but against righties, he has been crushed Beltray hitting .339 against left-handers this season, and he's already 3 for 6 against Manaea in his career this year. So I think that he's got a pretty good opportunity, maybe to hit a homer, maybe to get a couple of RBIs in this one.
Wow.
Okay,
I
sounds
like it.
great. Jordan Sharp, thanks so much. We're going to move on because we're trying to get this out as soon as we can. That's it for you, right, Jordan?
Yep, that's it, guys.
All right,
Best of
thanks
luck
so much
to you today.
Sportsbet betting insight today with Teddy and Paulie. Join us on Wednesday. Big game breakdowns, MLB, what you need to know, what you're not getting anywhere else. Check it out. Sportsbet, not to mention deep dive, bad beats, bad bets, tons of great info right now.
Thanks so much for
All right,
joining
buddy.
us. Mike Brenner, why don't you review yours very quickly,
got
and
it.
I'm going to add on about 3 or 4 that I
Holy
was
cow,
thinking
I
about.
knew
Well,
it was
yes, let's
coming.
go.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm going with the Cubbies full game run line today. We're going to give you the Pinnacle opener. They're going to keep it going. Lester on the mound. Also, Cleveland full game run line. That's going to be the Pinnacle opener. We're going with Texas today. I got them on the run line yesterday on the overnights, -105 on the run line. Taking Toronto today to keep it going. First half run line -115. Full game money line -147. And also, Strasburg straightens out his issues today. First half run line's -110. And the full game run line is +112. Pistol Pete,
All right.
I'm going to keep cranking it up, baby.
All right, Mike Brenner, I'll tell you what I'm adding on. I am going to add on the over 7.5 in San Diego, Tampa Bay, -105. Even if Archer doesn't get hit, Friedrich might be able to give up all of them on his own. I'm also going to add St. Louis and Houston second half over 3 -140. Those bats are
Absolutely.
kind of coming alive. Then I'm also going to add Minnesota second half money line -130. And I'm also going to add Texas first half under to go along with my other under 5 -121. And to round it out, I am going to take Texas -1, which will be about -150 or -160 or so, but I think they have a big edge over Oakland. I'm going to add that one, Texas -1, so I'm adding all those to my card.
I need roller skates to keep up with
All
you.
right.
For real.
Hopefully, we'll chop out of our abysses a little bit more. If I have a significantly winning day, I could be in positive tomorrow.
will be.
Who knows?
Will be.
Who knows? Mike Brenner, great show, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday card.
Absolutely. Do your line shopping, guys.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBR Sports Picks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.